You felt it, right? That quiet sting of being an afterthought. Never the first call. Rarely the chosen one. We tell ourselves it doesn't matter, don't we? Brush it off. But what if that unspoken wound, that little prickle, just deepens? Hardens into something far more dangerous? What if the trauma of being perpetually overlooked, of existing just outside the spotlight, secretly forges a master manipulator? Someone weaponizing dark psychology just to ensure they are never ignored again? Ever. The core wound, the genesis of the unchosen. Okay, so let's talk about that feeling, really get into it. You know, that deep, almost biological ache we all have to the long star. To be seen. To be wanted. It's fundamental, isn't it? A primal human need. But what happens when that need is just consistently denied? When you're always on the periphery, always just out of focus for everyone else? It carves a deep scar, man. A psychological canyon right through you. This isn't just some fleeting sadness, a bad day you shake off. No. This is chronic. It's like a constant drip of psychological impact. It erodes your self-worth, you know? Like sand washing away from under your feet. And it builds this internal narrative, this story you tell yourself, I'm not enough. I'm inadequate. Why do you keep doing this to yourself? Why do you let that voice take over? Think of the sting when you were the last one picked or not picked at all. That quiet humiliation? That little punch to the gut? Imagine that feeling, constant, for years. Every single day. That's the starting point. That's the foundation. But here's where it gets chilling. This pain, this perpetual second-best feeling, it doesn't always lead to self-pity. It doesn't always make you shrink away. For some people, it twists. It contorts. Instead, for some, the gaping void of never being chosen. It transforms. It turns into this burning, almost physical deficiency inside them. A philosophical reframe, really. They internalize that external invisibility not as a mistake by others, but as a defect within themselves. A flaw they must meticulously, aggressively overcome. No matter the cost. This isn't just a thought, this is the bedrock. The absolute, unshakable foundation for what comes next. The quiet trauma of being perpetually overlooked doesn't fade, it hardens into an invisible armor, preparing for war. Therefore, that perceived rejection, that lifetime of being dismissed, it becomes something else entirely. It becomes the dark genesis of a new kind of purpose. A chilling, all-consuming purpose to assert an undeniable presence. To ensure no one, ever again, has the luxury of looking away. You understand? They will see them. They will remember them. Always. They will see them. They will remember them. Always. This isn't just about being noticed, though. It's the moment that silent suffering, that constant, quiet erosion of self-worth, shifts. It twists, almost imperceptibly, from passive enduring to active pursuit. You see, this isn't a conscious choice. There's no meeting in a dimly lit room, no evil plan drafted. It's a subconscious imperative, born from a primal wound. An instinct, whispering, survive star. Control star. Control becomes this impenetrable shield. An existential barrier against feeling insignificant, against ever being an afterthought again. If the world won't acknowledge your inherent worth, then the it acknowledge your power. It's a compensatory mechanism, a desperate, often destructive, way to balance the scales. Think about it, if you never felt you had control within yourself, if your agency was constantly denied, if your very existence felt subject to the whims of other sides of others, then you start looking outward star. You seek to impose control. External control. Remember that urge to be enough of everyone in life felt chaotic? This is that, right enough to their very thoughts and feelings. And let's be crystal This isn't about health. Boundaries. This isn't assertive communication, standing up for yourself. Those things come from a place of recognizing your own worth. This comes from a place of profound absence. It's about the illusion of control, wielded as a defense against a world that felt politically indifferent. You were never chosen. Fine. You're an unchosen. Others, relationships, situations, they stop being complex entities. They become objects. Tools. Pawns in a desperate, high-stakes game. A game played not for victory, but for validation. Every move, every manipulation is a desperate attempt to validate their own existence. To prove they matter because they can make things happen. Because they can direct your actions, your emotions. When you are never chosen, and listen closely here, you learn to choose for others, and in doing so, you choose yourself into them. It's a chillingly efficient reversal. The ultimate flip. From the unseen to the one who sees asterisk over the asterisk and directs it all. The trauma of being overlooked doesn't just fade, it transforms into an idea, often destructive, meant to be the one with strings. The trauma of being overlooked doesn't just fade, it transforms into an underlying, often destructive, meant to be the one with strings. And the very first silent weapon to master. Specifically, gaslighting and guilt. Incarnated, dismissed, austerity notice how every asterisk or new asterisk is. How fragile their reality can be. The unchosen learn this deeply. So they recognize gaslighting. It's not just lying, it's a systematic erosion of your asterisk reality. They will subtly twist your words, deny once you really know, question your memory until asterisks start questioning your own sanity. I'm sure you said that, or that, but they insist it didn't. Over and over. Asterisk think about a time you didn't remember something, but someone insisted it never happened on asterisk but it's a good feeling. That's the prelude to control. This isn't just about simple deception. It's a strategic dismantling of your internal coherence. It makes you doubt your perceptions, and of course, your own judgment. You start to feel isolated, psychically isolated, because your inner compass is spinning. You can't trust yourself, so who can you trust? Only the one telling you what's real, right? Simultaneously, guilt tripping becomes this incredibly powerful emotional leverage. They've watched you. They know your soft spots, your empathy, your sense of obligation, your deep-seated need to be a good person. They meticulously identify those vulnerabilities and exploit them. They'll make you feel responsible for their unhappiness, for things that are not your fault, for simply existing. It's a silent pressure that pushes you towards compliance. You're made to feel like the problem, even when you're the victim. These tactics together, they create this dense fog of cognitive dissonance. You're living in their version of reality, where up is down and yes is no, constantly asking yourself, am I crazy? You become reliant on their asterisk version of events, trapped in this self-questioning loop. A loop designed, of course, for their absolute control. They don't steal your freedom, they convince you it was never yours to begin with. The unchosen become masters of this dark art because they've spent their lives watching, waiting, learning how to make sure you never overlook them again. Okay, we just talked about how they make you question your own reality, convincing you your freedom was never truly yours. That's heavy, right? The unchosen don't just take control, they earn it, often through something surprisingly seductive. They've spent their lives watching, learning how to make sure you never overlook them again. It's almost a paradox. These masters of control become incredibly adept at strategic vulnerability, using calculated charm. This often starts with an overwhelming, almost suffocating, outpouring of affection, what we call love bombing. It's intoxicatingly validating. You feel seen, cherished, like you finally found your person. Recall a moment where someone's attention felt felt so overwhelming, so perfect, it was almost too good to be true. That intense rush? It can be a very potent law. This isn't genuine connection, though. It's a meticulously crafted facade, designed to bypass your defenses. It creates an intense emotional bond before their true nature ever reveals itself. They're building an emotional fortress around you, with them at the center. Concurrently, they weaponize victimhood. They present themselves as perpetually hurt, wronged, always misunderstood by the cruel world. They share carefully selected stories of past betrayals, weaving narratives that evoke your deepest empathy. Suddenly, you're not just a friend or partner, you become their sole savior, the only one who truly gets them. It's a powerful emotional lever. They aren't actually looking for solutions, they're securing your unwavering attention and loyalty. As Sun Tzu observed, all warfare is based on deception. This is psychological warfare, where authenticity is sacrificed for strategic connection. You get drawn into a trauma bond, believing you are helping, but you are indispensable. You are giving them the centrality they were denied. But in reality, you are being skillfully ensnared. You become their anchor, their confidant, their protector, and in doing so, you become a captive. The most dangerous manipulators do not just seek power, they seek to be your only source of light. They make sure you asterisk, reversing that primal wound of being perpetually overlooked. Isn't it you start to feel for them? That's not a natural bond. It's the very first brick in a meticulously designed structure, the golden cage. This is where the control, the unchosen individual control. They experience that old pain all over again. Which, of course, then triggers an even more intense, more desperate drive for control in future interactions, in future relationships. They built these elaborate cages, these perfect, serene rooms with no exits, mistaking pure, unadulterated power for true belonging. The ultimate tragedy, it's not the initial pain they felt. It's what they did with it. In seeking to escape that excruciating pain of being overlooked, of being dismissed, they perpetually trap themselves, and everyone in their orbit, in a system where true, unconditional connection remains eternally out of reach. The deepest wound of the Unchosen is not the pain inflicted by others, but the prison they build for themselves, mistaking control for connection. The ultimate tragedy of the Unchosen controller is not their initial wound, but the intricate prison they build for themselves, mistaking power for belonging. But this raises an even more chilling question: if the Unchosen can wield such power, what happens when entire societies are built on this same foundation of overlooked resentment? That's the terrifying part we'll explore next.